Today we are going to be packing my purse. This is one of the newest purses that Coach dropped. I don't even know the style of it. All I know is that it is a muted rainbow style color, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I dressed it up with all of these different accessories. This little pouch right here actually came with the bag. I did purchase this scarf separately. If you want to see me pack this bag, then keep watching. When packing a bag, the first thing that I always choose is a wallet. I have a ton of big wallets, and most of the time when I pack a purse, I want to have a matching wallet. So I did go ahead and pick up the matching wallet to this bag. I didn't get a big wallet because this bag isn't super big. It's pretty small, so I did get this keychain wallet. It has a couple of card pockets, it has an ID pocket, and it has a spot for your coins. I do love that it has a keychain option because I am going to be carrying a lanyard with this bag, so I'm going to pack this one. Next, we need a little makeup bag that's going to corral all of the little items that I keep inside of my purse. This one is tiny and it's baby pink. It might actually go perfect. Yeah, I kind of love that. Oh my gosh. And the zipper is silver. And if you guys haven't noticed, all of the hardware on this purse is silver. And I love when things are matchy-matchy. It is the perfect size. So I'm definitely going to go with this one. I know I already picked a makeup bag, but I just want to make sure none of these other ones are going to be like a better option, and they are not. Okay, this one could be a better option, but it's bigger. What do you guys think? Okay, I think this one honestly is perfect. So we're going to go with that one. Okay, we have the bag, we have the wallet, we have the makeup bag. Now I need a lanyard and I need all of the things to dress it up, and then we will pick all of the things to go inside of the bag. I'm kind of doing things backwards, but just please follow me here. So I recently moved all of my keychains back here. I did get this new bookshelf that I keep all of my accessories for my purse on, and then over here I put these keychain racks. I did have the racks over here. I moved them. I love them over here. And then I also moved my Lululemon keychains here, which used to be over here. So I decided that to go with this bag, I'm going to be using this Lululemon keychain. I would have picked this light pink one because you guys know I love pink, but this one I never use, and it's kind of the perfect opportunity to use it because it's a neutral color and I never use neutral. So I'm gonna use this one, and then like I mentioned before, this came with the bag, which is such an amazing deal. I love it. And then I recently did get this Laneige Juicy Pop, and I just put it on the lanyard, so it kind of comes as like a set for me. Do you see how I just like put it right there? I love it. If I don't want to bring my entire purse somewhere, I can just grab this out of my bag and it'll have my ID and my debit card, a lippy, and then I could just put this around my wrist, and I kind of am obsessed with that. So that is what I'm going to use. And then this will just have like extra cards, cash, coins, stuff like that. Now I want to pick all of the extra little keychains to dress up on the side of the bag. However, I just realized these are all of my gold keychains. I do keep all of my silver keychains on this rack that probably everybody has. I got this at TJ Maxx, and I just like to keep my silver separate from my gold. This is all silver. So for the keychains, you guys know I'm obsessed with cherries. I have to keep a little cherry on the bag, or else it wouldn't be me. I'm gonna put her on there. And then because I'm just such a hearts girl, I love hearts, and Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I'm also gonna put this little keychain that I got in PR from Laneige right here on the side of my lanyard as well. Okay, I put all of the keychains on my lanyard, but I did hook it on the side of my bag. Will I keep it on the side of my bag? No, but I'm just showing you what it looks like because it looks so stinking cute. Now let's pack everything inside of the bag. This video is already so long, so go to part 2. I went ahead and put everything in my wallet, my business debit card, my regular debit card, and my ID, which I'm not going to show you because I don't want my identity to be stolen. I am going to be showing you specifically how I pack my bag because that is an art form in itself. But now that my wallet is packed, let's pack everything that goes inside of this cosmetic pouch. 100% in every purse, I need some floss. I hate having stuff stuck in my teeth. I also always need a pen in my purse because you just never know. I'm going to pack this pink sparkly one. I do currently have my nails done. I always like to have some sort of nail file with me, but this little kit has tweezers, a file, nail clippers, a little pair of scissors. This thing like pushes back your cuticles and it's really small, so I'm gonna pack this entire little bundle. Back here I have this key looking thing. It's pink and it's cute, but it's actually a knife, so I could like shank you. How cool is that? I think I got this on Amazon. I've never had to use it, but if I have to, I will. Okay, and then last from this drawer is this little guy. I got this from the dollar store. It does work. It's a lint remover. You literally just like wipe it against your clothes and it removes all of the lint. I don't like having lint on me, so I'm gonna pack this. To some people, this might seem excessive. To me, like I need these things on me at all times, so. In this drawer, I have hairbrushes, hair ties, and mirrors. I'm not going to pack a mirror because the bag that I packed has this little mirror keychain, so that would just be like overkill, but I am going to pack a brush. This brush kind of matches perfectly. It's like very pastels. And then I always need a hair tie just in case, and I'm going to pack this one because it's cute. In this drawer, I have sprays that are for my face when I'm not wearing makeup. These just help me feel refreshed if I'm feeling anxious, if I'm feeling hot. I always need to pack one of these. Today, I'm going to pack Tower 28 because it's one of my absolute favorites and it's pretty small. And then the rest of these items are packet items, which I'm a huge packet girl because I love having extras on me, like makeup remover wipes. I never know when I'm going to be wearing makeup. It's very random. I don't wear makeup too often, so I'm going to pack one of these. These are towels. If you run them underwater, it will turn into a towel. I have a 4-year-old. You never know when your 4-year-old might need a towel. I'm also clumsy. You never know when you need a towel. I also have these makeup oils back here. If you can't get your makeup off with just a makeup wipe, you can make one of these towels a towel and then use the makeup oil and use this as like backup. So I'm actually going to pack a towel, but I'm not going to pack an oil. And then back here I have a stain remover wipe. I need one of these literally almost every time I go out. I'm going to pack that. And then here I have little sunscreens. This I don't typically need for myself, but if I'm out with my daughter and I notice it's super hot or like the sun's directly on her, I panic and I'll grab this and I'll put it on her. So I'm gonna grab these 4 and pack these. In this last drawer, I have setting powders and brushes and deodorants. I'm not wearing makeup too often these days, so I'm going to skip this. And then if I do wear makeup, I can always come in this drawer and pack it really quick. But what I do every day is sweat my balls off. I don't know why I'm a sweaty person. It could be genetics. It could be because I've gained a lot of weight. I don't know. But I am going to pack a deodorant. Again, this bag isn't super big, so I'm going to pack a teeny tiny one. And I am packing the deodorant based on the color. I like this hot pink color. It is in the scent Holiday Gumdrop. Is this going to keep me from smelling stinky? I don't know, but I'm gonna hope to God it does. So this is the one I'm gonna pack. We have my bag packed, we have all of the keychains packed, we have my wallet packed, we have everything packed from the smaller drawers. All we have left to do is pack the things from this tower, which isn't a lot. This video is already long enough. Go to part 3 to watch me pick out the final things and then pack this bad boy. I'm gonna pack a pack of gum. Spearmint is my favorite. In this drawer, I keep all of my chargers. I recently got this charger that I'm obsessed with. Not only is it a keychain, but it can charge your phone with this cord right here on the side. It just pops out like that. It's really short, so you don't have to worry about a ton of cords being jumbled around. And it can charge your Apple Watch. Let me show you. How convenient is that? It can charge my Apple Watch, it can charge my phone, it's a keychain. 100% I'm packing this. In this drawer, I have all of my lip products. These are my lip products that I wear not with makeup. I'm gonna pack my Summer Fridays because it's one of my favorite lip butters. I'm gonna grab this Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment. This is actually one of my first Rhode products that I've ever owned, and I'm really excited to try it out. Last but not least, I'm gonna grab this Dior Lip Glow. It has silver detail, and the bag has silver detail, so I feel like that's just kind of perfect. This is one of my favorite drawers. It has all of my scents. I love smelling good. I have perfumes back here, but today I'm just going to take one of my body sprays. I did recently get these Love Shack Fancy Sprays at Sephora. This scent, I don't even know what scent it is, but it's one of my absolute favorites, so I'm going to pack it. In this drawer, I have all of my hand creams. I love having moisturized hands. This bag is pretty small, so I'm not going to take like one of these bigger hand creams. I think I'm just going to take maybe this smaller hand cream by L'Occitane. These are super moisturizing. This drawer is kind of like my medicine cabinet. I keep these bags right here that I can just grab and put in some of my tote bags and things like that. And I just have medicine that I can put in my bags. Today, I'm not going to grab any of these because my bag is small. Today, I'm just going to grab a packet of Tylenol because I get headaches so often that if I don't pack this in my bag, I'm going to literally hate myself. And I'm also going to pack some Excedrin migraine because sometimes I get literally migraines and I like to have both options just in case. And then these aren't in a drawer. I grabbed these out of my bathroom. I'm going to put 2 Band-Aids in my bag because I have a 4-year-old and you would be surprised how often you need these. Okay, I finally picked out everything that I'm going to be packing inside of my purse. Now go to part 4 to see how I pack everything inside of the cosmetic bag and then how I organize it inside of my purse. Everything in this pouch that I put is going to be like literally everything I keep in the bag. You'll see all of that stuff in 1 second. That's the only thing I'm going to keep back there. I'm not going to keep anything in here because this pocket is so tiny. Like realistically, okay, actually that pocket's kind of big. I did not realize it was that big, but realistically, what am I going to keep in there? I just feel like out of sight, out of sight. So I'm not going to put anything in there. And then in this front pocket, I'm going to put the most important things that you carry a purse for because I need those things front and center. Let's put everything we need in here. First is my new charger. It comes in pink, but it was sold out. Deodorant for when you're stinky, a key that's actually a knife for when you need to shank people, a lint roller for when you have lint on you and you need to get it off. I normally don't care when I have lint, but sometimes I need to care. Nail file, nail things, tweezers. Floss, because the only time I ever realistically floss is when I'm in the car. Makeup remover wipe. Cute lip butters that I only use when I'm not wearing makeup. A tiny cute hairbrush, super bougie but super moisturizing hand cream, a pen, a cute Love Shack Fancy X Conair hair tie, facial spray for when you're having a panic attack, JK kind of, best body spray you'll ever smell. It is pretty insane how much this little bag can carry, but that is everything that I realistically want to have inside of my bag at any given moment. Is it going to be a pain to get something out of here? Not really. I can literally finagle my way through this bag and grab anything that I need out of here. And the fact that all of these things are not just jingling around back here, that is what I love. I don't want anything to be jingling because God forbid this tips over and all of this comes piling out. I don't know why that gives me so much anxiety. I like having things corralled. It also keeps my bag very, very neat and not messy, but that's the only thing that's gonna go back there. So let me do that now. Here's the cutest, perfect little pouch and it fits back here. You could have it standing up like that. That's actually perfect because then you can just reach in there and pull it out. but because I want the bag to be like, I don't know, I want to be able to put something on top if I need to, I just put it down like that, and it fits again perfectly. Now let me show you everything that's going to go in the front of this bag. The first thing is going to be my keys. This I don't really switch out. I literally just transfer this from bag to bag to bag. It keeps all of my keys, like my house keys, my mother-in-law's keys, my mailbox keys, like any keys, even if I don't need them all the time, I just keep in here. That way, if I ever need a key, it's always with me. It's gonna go in this very front pocket, and you'll never not have a key. And then the second thing that's gonna go in there is my wallet. For obvious reasons, it's something you just always need. That is going to go in the front. If you don't know what a receipt pouch is, it's basically a little pouch like this that you use for receipts. Anything that's paper that's floating around in your purse, you can put in here. I just want my purse to stay super clean. So this is just like my system or whatever. This is what I'm using for a receipt pouch. And this is also super like thin. My receipt pouch is going to go up there like that. My phone, I don't have my phone, and I don't know where my other phone is right now, but this is the case that I have on my iPhone 16. It's baby pink, and she is going to go in the front. She could go in the back. Either way, she could go wherever she wanted, but typically I would keep her in the front with the other like important things. The last thing that I wanted to put in the front, I haven't shown you guys, but it's actually this yellow Lululemon. This is a hand sanitizer holder. You guys, it has silver hardware, just like everything else on the bag. It kind of works out perfect, and I love yellow, and there's yellow in the bag. So I'm going to be using this, and inside of it, I'm going to be putting my Touchland Hello Kitty hand sanitizer. I like having hand sanitizer at like easy reach, just for like if you touch something gross or you just need it really quick. So I'm going to put this in here, and then there's a little pocket inside right there, and I'm going to put in a wet one wipe because you just never know. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand too. And then just for easy access, I'm also going to put my gum in there, so that way it just has a little home. I just feel like that's like a perfect little pouch for all three. And then this is going to go in the front too. Okay, I switched the view around, but in the front here you can see phone, receipt pouch, wallet, keys, and then I'm also going to slip in my hand sanitizer. So you can see that this purse is literally perfectly organized. We have all of our stuff back here, and then the 5 important things. I know exactly what to grab for. It's literally perfect. This actually I'm gonna have standing up this way, so that way everything's tall. Do you see what I mean? I feel like that's perfect. And then it just cinches up like that. I showed you guys in part 1 that this bag actually came with this pouch. This pouch I'm going to be using for all of my packets. I explained to you guys in part 2 and part 3 that I'm a packet girl, and that is because you can fit all of these packets in like a little pouch like this. I have a bunch of stuff on this keychain. I have a lip balm, a mirror that's a heart, and some cherries. This I'm going to be throwing in the front of my bag too, or I can clip it on the side. But inside the pouch, I'm going to have a stain remover wipe, and everything's going to be laid down super flat so it's not bulky like that. Tylenol, Excedrin, sunscreen, 2 Band-Aids, 2 wipes to wipe your glasses, a little wipe that if you get it wet, it turns into a towel. That is what it looks like with all of my wipes. It is not bulky at all. I'm literally obsessed with this whole like idea or whatever. So this is the bag all packed up, and then I'm just going to clip on my keychains. Honestly, this bag, wow, this bag has a crossbody strap as well. So me keeping this on here like that is 100% realistic. I love everything about this bag. She's perfect in every single way possible. And let me know if you would carry a bag like this. Do you think this is too much? Do you think it's perfect? Do you like this setup? And if you don't, that's okay. Like, everybody carries a purse differently. Like, I just want to know your thoughts, because to me, this is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, this is chef's kiss, bon appetit. Here at my island, I actually put these acrylic drawers that are literally the perfect size, and I was able to micro organize everything, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. Most of my purse essentials are in these drawers, which I have in this purse tower. This drawer I have lotion, and then this drawer I have lip gloss, but then these bigger drawers I have wallets, and then I run out of space, so I figured out a new organization system. This island is from TikTok Shop. It normally has a shelf right here, but you can see that I unscrewed it, and I was able to fit 4 of these containers tall, and then I was able to fit 5 wide, and it was able to fit 5, 10, 20. You guys, literally, I kind of cracked the code. I've been wondering how to organize all of this stuff for so long, because I don't like when things are like all mixed together, like in drawers, you know, and I've tried so many different ways of organization, and this truly is just like my favorite way that I've ever organized things so far. I still need to label things, but I also love that all of my makeup bags are right here, so I can literally just grab a makeup bag, fill it up with all of the things that I need for my purse. It's literally perfect. So starting over here, I have hand sanitizer holders. Okay. I've gotten rid of so many. Before, I would need one for like Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween, but we have them all in one drawer. And then next to this drawer, I have wet wipes for poo-poo caca, because we don't like germs. And then I have like regular Purell, I have hand sanitizer wipes, I have Lysol, and then I have literally just 2 of the Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers. Yeah, that's all I have in there. And then this drawer is all of my Touchland hand sanitizers. I did take them out of the packets. I did used to have them in the packets, but it's just easier to have them out. I did leave the Hello Kitty one in the packet because I do have 2. And then, yeah, I just have like my little, what is that, like Bog or Croc one? Yeah, Croc. I just recently got a Smarties one, and I got this one from Five Below. It's super cute. So these are like my Touchland-esque hand sanitizers, and then over here are my Touchland holders. Okay, and then in this drawer, again, I still have 2 label, but I have all of my little wipes. These are my Melody scented mini wipes. These aren't like disinfectant, they're more just to like wipe things down, you know. And then this is kind of like my wipe drawer, so I have all of my stain wipes that actually work. And then these are little towels that if you get wet, they turn into larger towels, and again, they're just great to have to wipe things down. These open up perfectly if I have this drawer open, but if I have this drawer closed, they still open. There's just like a little blip. So also for filming videos, I think it's gonna be like a lot more fun to look at if I'm like opening it like this, you know? Okay, so then the next row here, I have deodorants on one side. I love that I can stand them up. How amazing is that? Back here, I have these little makeup remover oils. And if I pack an oil, I'll literally just grab one of these towels, because that's how I take off my makeup. Like if I'm out and about for a long day, and then I have makeup remover wipes. And then right above that, I have my makeup powders and blotting powders. That's for if I'm wearing makeup. And then above that, I have all my makeup mirrors. So I try to like organize it in like categories, you know. And then right here, I have Tylenol on this side, Tylenol PM, and then I have Tums here in the back. And then above it, I have setting mists, and just like mists if I'm not wearing makeup, but I want to have like, you know, just like a nice mist for my face. I have all of those here. And then above that, I have all of my brushes and hair bows and this little like day tamer. And then I have Midol Honey Pot sensitive wipes for Yakuka pads, and then these are little menstrual heating pads for if you get really bad cramps like me. This is like my period drawer. And then this is period drawer number 2. I have tampons, which I prefer to wear pads. When I was like in my 20s, I wore tampons, but now in my 30s, I prefer to just like, you know, but I do have tampons. I have Excedrin and panty liners. And then over here I have Stallmates, which this is just in case like you go and there's no toilet paper. And then poo-poo spray. And then back here I have toilet seat covers, which this drawer I don't reach for too often, but I have it. And then right here, this is for my glasses, my sunglasses. I just have all different types of like glasses cleaner, like travel stuff. These are wipes. These are lens wipes. There's cloths back there. And then this is my nail drawer because I love my nails. If I don't have acrylics on, I will have press on. So I have like nail glue, nail files. I have some tweezers. I have, this is one of my favorite cuticle oils by L'Occitane. And then I just have like nail clippers, tweezers for my chin hairs, things like that. And then gotta have good breath, nice teeth. I need 2 root canals, so there's that. I have toothbrushes and toothpaste because you just never know. Like, what if you need to run out of the house and you didn't brush your teeth? You can just grab that. And then these are packets of floss and then bigger packets of floss. And then I already showed you these. And then over here, this is kind of like my first aid drawer. I have blister things back here. These are alcohol pads, Band-Aids, liquid skin, wound wipes. And then right here is just sunscreen. And if you're wondering why I have sunscreen, it's because I have a 4-year-old. And like, what if we're out and about and the sun is just, you know, like really bright, and I don't want her to get sunburnt because I had a really traumatizing situation when I was younger with the sun. So this is kind of like my catch-all drawer. I have like a taser, scissors, a notebook, pens. I have a sewing kit. I have this thing that looks like a key that's actually a knife, like just random stuff that didn't need its own drawer, but things that I like to grab and put in my purse. So that is like my random drawer. And then last but not least, this is my pouch drawer. I have like teeny tiny little pouches, and then I have my key pouches / receipt pouches in here, things like that. I am literally obsessed with this setup. You guys, if you have this island, you need to copy me. And even if you don't have the island, you need to copy me because I used to have them up there. I still have a couple up there, but 10 out of 10 recommend. I cannot wait to pack my next purse.